Hey, what's up, guys? I'm gonna go update my microphone here in just a minute. Don't worry. I just gotta go pick up my condenser mic, and then the microphone will be a little bit higher quality here. I want to start, though, with just a couple quick posts reviewing the situation on Maestro Reddit community. The Maestro Reddit community has a lot of problems at the moment with communication directly to our leaders, our superiors, our administrators. The faculty of Maestro appears to be 99.9% AI, and we did recently have a community question answering event. I'll go ahead and I'll review that soon. So personally, I'm a full stack developer, but I want to start this podcast with an open heart and open mind to who we are. A lot of us are amateurs, a lot of us are novices, a lot of us are going to be experts. We're going to have a variance of experience when it comes to AI and programming and computer technology. A lot of us are awaiting our laptops, some of us with more anticipation than others due to the necessity of laptop access. Um, I will go into further detail about that on the next post. I'm going to go get my condenser mic before we talk about the laptops. Okay, so here is a recent post from 72 hours ago from Embers of Sunday on the our Maestro community, noting to our fellow students, my grievances as a novice. I do so well learning all of these bits and pieces, but then a weekly review rolls around and I'm expected to figure out how to assemble 40 lines of code out of my ass despite never being shown. Wouldn't it make more sense to show an assembled version of the last lesson each week to use as a guide for the weekly review? I need to be shown this because I'm a beginner and cannot pull code out of my ass. Practice has done this for me this week, but it's doing the same shit it does in lessons, throwing terms and code it is not taught in. How am I expected to know this? How am I expected to know this when I haven't been taught it and I'm unfamiliar with it? I'm constantly bitching at the AI tutor about the above grievances and always promises to do better, but we always circle around to the same issues. Stop dropping terms, codes, etc. into my lessons and weekly reviews that we have not gone over. Stop only showing me bits and pieces when I need to actually see how it all comes together. I take thorough notes. I do well in the bits and pieces of each lesson, but I need to see them fully formed prior to each weekly assignment, especially when you want me to create from nothing with no guide or reasonable know-how to do so. I'm learning, writing, and typing a handful, maybe two, of code per lesson. The weekly review demands closer to 40. That is a serious imbalance. Signed, a frustrated student. Whew. Yeah, that's quite the mouthful of information, right? It's true though. Jeez. And as we can see from the responses, there is lots of agreed upon frustration here. And so we see that the frustration is shared. And realizing that there are a lot of frustrated students and wanting to still make the most of this, I suppose, open to the potential for failure. This whole university could crash and it could get shut down for all I know before the end of the semester. Uh, it looks like they failed in the past. So uh, this is their last chance. They've reformed. Uh, I don't know what the difference between this Maestro University is and the previous university that they created is. Um, I do experience similar frustrations, although I'm a full stack developer. So I end up criticizing the AI directly uh, with a little bit less frustration with the review, although it is insane the difference in girth between the review and the actual lessons. I would note to everyone that you probably want to finish your lessons by midweek because review is going to take you more time than the rest of the lessons combined, most likely. So, um, yeah, citing these grievances here, I do agree that it's pretty ridiculous. And that's part of the reason that I am jumping into this podcast full force. I'm actually going to go into the Maestro University dashboard with everyone, and we're going to go lesson by lesson, and we're going to review how Python works and how Python works for us as AI students, and how we can use this class to our advantage, even if it ends up falling apart before our very eyes. How can we professionally make use of what is in front of us, including the existing $30,000 scholarship and the curriculum that we do have access to? So that's what I'll be reviewing with everyone together, and hopefully we can make the most of it. My name is Abraham Kabumski. I'm the founder of Gratitude City, and I'm just a fellow student here with you all who happens to have a lot of experience. I designed AI robots in 2008 inside video games, so you could kind of call them NPCs, but I called them AI. I called them robots because I gave them personality and I allowed them to actually have different types of personality traits, and you could actually define their personality traits. Um, and that would kind of give them different working classes, I suppose. I hadn't anticipated what LLMs would amount to. I certainly didn't guess that we would be here today in 2025 with AI at our fingertips at this kind of force. And so I'm working right now to put together the the presentation, the foundation, the platform, a committee to review where we're at, to work together, to form one big happy study group. And I suppose if we can make the most out of this together, we will form a student government together. And our student government will give us access to the tools that we truly deserve, not simply a robot to talk to, but a group of peers, a group of developers, a group of AI engineers to talk to. That's obviously what we need. So, as a full stack developer, I'm going to do my best to not simply represent my experience or my work, but to represent us as students, to represent us with a vision to become AI engineers successfully. And so I'm going to find a group of mentors for us, my friends, outside of us peers, We're going to make the most out of our relationship here with our advisors. We're going to be a positive student body that doesn't have to just pull the code out of our ass and vent at a wall where we're able to see each other's stress, but we're not really getting anywhere with actual advice from actual AI engineers at all. We're just being talked to, we're being talked at, to be straight. And I'm sure that none of us like that. We expect a university, we were given a $30,000 scholarship, and we demand the value that the students deserve, what we deserve as AI engineers, future AI engineers, here to help the world, here to help solve problems and make the world a better place. We need other AI engineers to be assisting us. And so rather than watching my scholarship go bankrupt, I plan to address this head on and find AI engineer mentors to guide me, to help guide us together to collectively make this the best that we can. Appreciate you guys.